Hello students, welcome to Anne's classes. Let's do triangles, chapter 17, the multiple choice type. Page number 215. Choose the correct answer from the options given below. Question 1, the value of angle x. So in this figure, we have x here. We have to find out the value of x. Now let's see what's given to us. Here we have been given 50 degrees. Here we've been given 80 degrees. Now how do we find out the value of x? Now here we have 50. If we had one more angle here, we would have been able to find the value of x by using the angle sum property. Now, how do we find the value of this angle? Look at this angle. Now, this is vertically opposite to this, isn't it? So, let's name this as angle Y. Now, can you see? Angle Y is equal to 80 degrees because they are vertically opposite each other. So, let's write that. So, we can say angle Y is equal to 80 degrees. And what is the reason? They are vertically opposite angles. Now, since we know the value of y is 80, this is 50. Now we can find the value of x. How can we do that? We can say 80 degrees plus 50 degrees plus x is equal to 180 degrees using the angle sum property. Now let's continue. Now this is an equation. 80 plus 50 is 130 degrees plus x is equal to 180 degrees. Now let us solve for x. X is equal to 180 minus 130 degrees. So now we have found the value of x. X is equal to 50 degrees. So we have got our answer here. X is equal to 50 degrees. And which option is that? That is option 2, 50 degrees. Question 2, we have to find the value of x from this figure. So again here x is here, as you can see, that is an exterior angle. X is an exterior angle and this is an isosceles triangle because you can see the two markings here to show that these two sides are equal. So there are many properties here that we can use. So here we have 84 degrees and we have an angle here. Let's name it y. So let's name this angle y. So in this case, y will be equal to 84 degrees. Let's start with that. So y is equal to 84 degrees. What is the reason? Vertically opposite angles. They are vertically opposite. Now we can name the two angles which are here also. Now these are the base angles. Now base angles of an isosceles triangle will always be equal. So if this is 20 degrees, this will also be 20 degrees. So let's name the base angles as A. So we have A and A here, both will be equal. So we can write that A is equal to A, and what's the reason? Base angles of an isosceles triangle are always equal. So now we have A and Y, and we know the value of y is 84. If we add up all three angles, they should add up to 180 degrees. That means if I say A plus y is equal to 180 degrees. And what is the reason? Angle sum property. That means sum of angles of a triangle will always be equal to 180 degrees. So here let's substitute and do. Now A plus A will give us 2A and y is 84. 2A plus 84 is equal to 180 degrees. So now let's find the value of only 2A. So 2A will be equal to 180 minus 84. And that is equal to 2A will be equal to 96. Now let's find the value of only A. A is equal to 96 divided by 2. So what is the value of A? Now let's do this here. 2 ones are 2, 2 fours are 8, and then we have 1 here, 2 eights are 16. So A is equal to 48 degrees. That means the base angles. Let's substitute it there. So in the place of A, we can write 48 degrees. So here I have 48 degrees and here I have 48 degrees. And what is Y? Y we have found out to be 84 degrees. Now we have to find the value of x. Now there are two ways of finding. One, x is an exterior angle, isn't it? So we know the property of exterior angles. They are equal to the sum of the interior opposite angles, these two angles. Or you can say x and 48 degrees are a linear pair of angles. So both will equal 180. So you can use any one of these properties. So let's use the property of exterior angles. That means we can say x is equal to 84 degrees plus 48 degrees. So from this we can find the value of x, and that is equal to 132 degrees. So we have found the value of x, and this is option 3, 132 degrees. The exterior angle is equal to the sum of the interior opposite angles. So all four properties we have used here. We have said vertically opposite angles, then base angles of isosceles triangle are equal, then we use the angle sum property and the exterior angle property. Question 3. One angle of a triangle is 60 degrees and the other two angles are in the ratio 1:2. Now the bigger of these two angles, that is these two angles, the bigger one, what is the value is the question. So let's write down what's given to us first. One angle is of a triangle is 60 degrees. Now the other two angles are in the ratio 1:2. So let the smaller angle of the other two angles be equal to 1x or simply x. So x, and then the bigger angle, that will be 2x. So now I have 1, 2 and 3 angles. Remember the angle sum property which says the sum of all angles of a triangle will be equal to 180 degrees. That means 60 degrees plus x plus 2x is equal to 180 degrees. And the reason is angle sum property. Now let's simplify this. So this is 60 degrees plus x plus 2x is 3x. 3x is equal to 180 degrees. Now let's find the value of 3x. 3x is equal to 180 degrees minus 60 degrees. That is 3x is equal to 120 degrees. So now we can find the value of x. X is equal to 120 degrees divided by 3. That is 3 into 40. So x is equal to 40 degrees. This is the value of x. Now we have been asked to find the bigger of these two angles. Now we said let the bigger angle be 2x. So here we have to substitute x with 40 degrees. So let's say the bigger angle is 2x. That means this is equal to 2 into x, and x is 40 degrees. So 2 into 40 is 80. So the bigger angle is 80 degrees. This is our answer, and that is option 4, 80 degrees. Question 4. The angles of a triangle are in the ratio 2:3:1. Now we have to find the smallest angle. So let the angles of the triangle be based on this ratio. Let them be 2x, 3x and 1x. So 1x will be the smallest angle. So let the three angles be 2x, 3x and 1x. And we know that if we add up 2x plus 3x plus 1x or x, this should be equal to 180 degrees. And what is the reason? Angle sum property. That means all three angles will add up to 180 degrees. Now let's solve for x. So let's add up 2 plus 3 is 5, 5 plus 1 is 6. So 6x is equal to 180 degrees. That means the value of x is equal to 180 degrees divided by 6. And here 6 into 30 is 180. So we have found the value of x. X is equal to 30 degrees. And here, as we know, the smallest angle is x. So the smallest angle's value is 30 degrees. So the smallest angle we can write is equal to 30 degrees. So this is our answer. And in the options given, 30, option 1 is our answer. Question 5. In the given figure, DE is parallel to BC. DE is parallel to BC. We have to find the value of x, and x is here. Now we need to find the value of this angle. Now to find the value of this angle, we can use different ways. Now we can take a triangle ABC, and we know that the sum of angles of a triangle equals 180. So here we have x, here we have 50, but here we don't have an angle. So we can find that. That is one way. Or we can take just this triangle, that is a triangle ADE. In that case, if we can find the value of D and we can find the value of this part of angle E, then we can find angle X. So let's see if we can find angle C. So let's consider these two parallel lines ED and BC. So let's write that. Line ED is parallel to BC. So these are parallel to each other. So in that case, we can take this line AC as the transversal cutting these two parallel lines. So let's take AC as the transversal. So AC is the transversal. Now, when a transversal cuts two parallel lines, there are many properties, isn't it? So let's look at this angle C and angle E. So look at angle E and angle C. Now these are two parallel lines cut by a transversal. So these two angles become co-interior angles. That means angle C plus angle E is equal to 180 degrees. And what is the reason? They are co-interior angles. So now let's find the value of angle C and E. So angle C plus E is given to us already, that is 95 degrees is equal to 180 degrees. So now we can find the value of angle C. This is equal to 180 minus 95. So angle C is equal to 85 degrees. So now we have found angle C. So now let's look at triangle ABC. So now can you see we have angle C is 85, angle B is 50. Now we can easily find angle X. So let's write that in triangle ABC. In triangle ABC, angle A plus angle B plus angle C will be equal to 180 degrees. Now, what is the reason? The angle sum property. Angle sum property says that sum of angles of a triangle equals 180 degrees. So here let us substitute. Angle A is X, angle B is 50 degrees, and angle C is 85 degrees. So let's substitute. Angle A is X, B is 50, and C is 85 degrees. All this will add up to 180 degrees. So what does that mean? It means that X plus 135 degrees is equal to 180 degrees. So X is equal to 180 degrees minus 135 degrees. So the value of X is equal to 45 degrees. So this is our answer. X is equal to 45 degrees, and that is option 2, 45 degrees. Question 6, we have to find the value of angle X in this figure. So this is the figure given to us. Now what do we see here? We see a triangle here, and these strokes here indicate that these two sides are equal to each other. So if we have to name this triangle or this figure, this becomes A, B, C and D here. So here we can see that AC and BC are equal to each other. That means these are two sides of an isosceles triangle. Okay, and here this angle that we see at B, 124 degrees, this is the exterior angle. So there are many properties that we can apply here. Now here we are asked to find the value of X, and X is here. Now we can find the value of X if we know the value of the angle at A and the angle here at B. This part of B. If we know the angles, these two angles, then we can find angle X. Now first let's try to find this angle here, the angle adjacent to 124 degrees. Now we can find the value of this angle. So we can name it angle Y. If you look at angle Y and angle 124, these are two angles on a straight line. So we call them a linear pair of angles. If they are a linear pair, they will add up to 180 degrees. So with that, we can find the value of y. So if we say y plus 124 degrees is equal to 180 degrees, and the reason is they are a linear pair of angles. So from this, we can find the value of y. Y is equal to 180 minus 124. That means the value of y is 56 degrees. So we have found the value of y. Y is 56 degrees. Now look at these two sides. Now AC and BC are equal. Now they are sides of an isosceles triangle. If two sides are equal, that means the angles that are opposite them. Which is the angle that is opposite AC? This angle Y. And which is the angle opposite BC? The angle at A. They will be equal. That means if this is y, this will also be y. So this is also equal to y. Now why is that so? So let's write that here now. So here we can say angle ABC is equal to angle BAC. Now why is that so? Because angles that are opposite to equal sides of an isosceles triangle are always equal. And here we found the value of y. Y is 56 degrees. That means instead of y here, I'm going to write 56, and here also we can write 56. So let's write that. So let's remove the letter y and write the value of that angle. So this is 56 degrees and this is also 56 degrees. Now there are two ways of finding angle x now. So we have two angles here. So all three angles will add up to 180 degrees. That is the angle sum property. All angles of a triangle equals 180 degrees. So you can add up these two and subtract it from 180 degrees, and that is the value of angle x. There is another way of finding it out. Now 124 degrees is an exterior angle, and this exterior angle is equal to the sum of the interior opposite angles. That means this angle 56 and x. So let's use that property of exterior angles. That is angle ABD. ABD is 124. That is equal to angle BAC plus angle ACB. Angle ACB. Now let's write whatever we have. Now here angle ABD is this angle. We have 124 degrees. So 124 degrees, and that is equal to angle BAC, that is BAC, which is 56 degrees, plus angle ACB, ACB, which is x. Now how can we say that this is equal to this? Because exterior angles or an exterior angle is equal to the sum of the interior opposite angles. That's why we say that this part 124 is equal to 56 degrees plus x degrees. From this, let's find out the value of x. X is equal to 124 degrees minus 56 degrees. So what is the value of x? X is equal to 68 degrees. So this is our answer, and that is option 2. Option 2, 68 degrees. This is our answer. In question 7, we have to find the value of angle x from this figure. So here, let's name this figure first. So we have A, B, C, and we have D. Okay. So now here, can you see strokes here showing that the line AC and the line AD are equal to each other. So when they are equal to each other, the angles that are opposite them are also equal to each other. That means this angle here and this angle here are also equal to each other. So let's name this as angle Y. So this will also be angle Y because they are opposite like sides. These two sides are equal to each other. So here we can say that AB is equal to AD. Therefore, angle ABD is equal to angle ADB. And what is the reason? Angles opposite to equal sides of an isosceles triangle are always equal. So now we know that they are equal. Now we know this angle, the value of this angle. As you can see, it is 90 degrees. The value of this angle is 90 degrees. Now we can use the property that angles of a triangle equal 180 degrees, because we can say 90 degrees plus y is equal to 180 degrees. So let's write that 90 degrees plus y is equal to 180 degrees, and this is because of the angle sum property. And what does the angle sum property mean? It means that all three angles of a triangle equals 180 degrees. Now let's find the value of y. So this is 90 degrees plus 2y is equal to 180 degrees. So 2y is equal to 180 minus 90 degrees. So 2y is equal to 90 degrees. That means y is equal to 90 by 2, which is 45 degrees. So we have found the value of y. Y is equal to 45 degrees. So let's remove the letter y and let's put 45 degrees there. So here we have 45 degrees. This is 45 and this is 45. Now let's look at the other triangle here, this part, triangle ADC, this triangle. So far we looked only at this triangle. Let's look at this triangle. Now here we can use the property of exterior angle to find the value of x. Now how can we do that? Again, can you see AD is equal to DC? So let's write that here. So AD is equal to DC. That means the angles opposite to equal sides are also equal. The angle that is opposite to this is x, and the angle opposite to this is this angle here. So we can write that. We can say angle ADC is equal to angle ACD. So angle DAC is equal to angle ACD. So DAC is this angle in green and ACD is this angle in green. So they are equal to each other. That means I can name this also as X. So what do we see here? Exterior angle is 45. It's equal to the sum of the interior opposite angles. 45 is equal to 2x. We can say 45 is equal to x plus x, or 2x is equal to 45 degrees. So x is equal to 45 by 2. Now how did we get this? Using the property exterior angle is the sum of the interior opposite angles. Now let's solve for x. X is equal to 45 by 2, that is 22 1 by 2, or 22.5 degrees. So x is equal to 22.5 degrees. This is our answer. But as you can see, it is not there in the options at all. 22.5 is not there. That means this is our answer. That means none of these. None of the first three are our answer. So we tick none of these. Question 8. The length of AB. Now from this figure, from the triangle ABC, we have to find the length of AB. That is this length 3x plus 4. That means we need to first find the value of x. So here we have x plus 38 and we have 2x plus 15, the other two sides. And we can see that these two sides are equal. That means AC, side AC is equal to side BC. That means how much is AC? AC is x plus 38 and that is equal to 2x plus 15. From this we can find the value of x. Now why are we saying they are equal to each other? Because as you can see these two strokes, which means that this line is equal to this line. That is, these two sides are the sides of an isosceles triangle. So isosceles triangle has two sides equal. Now let's solve for x. So here x plus 38 is equal to 2x plus 15. So bring both the x's to one side. So x minus 2x is equal to 15 minus 38. So this will be equal to minus x is equal to minus 23. So we can cancel out the minus signs from both sides. That means we have found the value of x. X is equal to 23. Now we have to find the length of AB, isn't it? AB. So length of AB is equal to, now here AB is given to us as 3x plus 4. 3x plus 4. So here we can substitute for x, that is 3 into x is 23. 3 into 23 plus 4. So now let's calculate that. 3 into 23 is 69. 69 plus 4 is 73. Since we don't have any other units, we say 73 units. So this is our answer, and that is option 4. Option 4, 73 units. Question 9, let's find the value of angle x from this figure. So in this figure, we can separate these two as two different triangles. So let's name this triangle. So let's name this first one as triangle ABC, and then this one will be DEC. So we have two triangles ABC. This is one triangle. Then DEC. This is the other triangle. Now to find the value of x, look at only this triangle. We need to know the value of this angle here, and that is 85. We already know. We need to find the value of angle C. So we can find the value of angle C by looking at this triangle, triangle ABC. Here we already have 50 degrees, and this we know is 90 degrees. So we can easily find the value of angle C. So that will be angle, we can write it out like this, ABC plus angle BCA, that is the angle in red here, angle BCA, and then angle CAB. Let's write that. So that is angle CAB. So can you see here we have all three angles which are marked in red. So this is 50 degrees. So let's substitute here angle ABC, ABC. So this is 90 degrees. So 90 degrees plus BCA. BCA is what we don't know. So let's write that as angle BCA itself, BCA plus angle CAB, CAB, and that is 50 degrees, 50 degrees, and all this should add up to 180 degrees. So now we can find the value of angle BCA. So angle BCA plus 90 plus 50 is 140 degrees is equal to 180 degrees. Now we can find the value of angle BCA, that is equal to 180 degrees minus 140 degrees. Now how did we get this? All this because angle sum property, which says sum of angles of a triangle equals 180 degrees. So now we can get the value of angle BCA, and that is 40 degrees. So now we have 90 degrees here and we have 40 degrees here. So now we have all the angles of this triangle ABC. Now we're going to look at only triangle EDC. So let's write that. So now we're looking at in triangle, we're looking at triangle EDC. EDC, that is all three angles in green. Can you see? Three angles in green should add up to 180 degrees. So let's write that. So that is in angle EDC, angle DEC plus angle ECD plus angle CDE. CDE should all add up to 180 degrees. And what is the reason? Angle sum property. That is, the sum of angles of a triangle equals 180 degrees. Now let's substitute DEC. DEC is x. So this is x plus ECD. ECD, that means 40 degrees, plus CDE. CDE, which is 85 degrees. All this should add up to 180 degrees. So x plus 40 plus 85 is 125. This is equal to 180 degrees. That means the value of x is 180 degrees minus 125 degrees. X is equal to 55 degrees. So this is our answer. 55 degrees, and that is option 355 degrees. Question 10, we have to find the value of angle x in this figure. So let's name this figure. So let's name this as A, B and C. So we have C here, and let's name this also the point of intersection D and E. So here we can take this as one triangle because we have to find the value of x. Now here we need to find the value of this angle and this angle. So first we begin with this, that is triangle in triangle ADE. ADE. Now first we need to see what type of a triangle this is. This is an isosceles triangle. AD is an isosceles triangle. Can you see these two strokes? That means AD and DE are equal to each other. So let's write that. Side AD is equal to DE. That means the angles opposite that. The angle opposite this side is this angle. And the angle opposite this angle is this side is this angle. That is, the two angles in green are the angles that are equal. That means 72 plus these two green angles will be equal to 180 degrees. So first of all, this is an isosceles triangle. So the angles opposite the equal sides will be equal. So let's write that also. That is angle DEA. DEA is equal to angle DAE. DAE. And what is the reason? They are angles that are opposite to equal sides of an isosceles triangle, and they're always equal. Let's name those two angles as angle Y. So this is Y and this is also Y. Now can you see in this triangle 72 degrees plus Y will be equal to 180 degrees. So again let's write that in triangle ADE, angle ADE plus angle DEA plus angle DAE. All these three angles will be equal to 180 degrees. And what is the property? Angle sum property. That is, sum of angles of a triangle are equal to 180. Here let's substitute. So angle ADE is 72 degrees. And the other two angles are just y plus y, and that is equal to 180 degrees. So what does this mean? 2y plus 72 degrees is 180 degrees. Now we can find the value of only 2y. 2y is equal to 180 degrees minus 72 degrees. And that 2y is equal to 8. 108 degrees. So now we can find the value of y. Y is equal to 108 divided by 2. So y is equal to 54 degrees. So now here we can remove the y and write the value of y, which is 54 degrees. So here instead of y, let's write the correct angle. So this is 54 and this is also 54 degrees. Now we're going to look at angle ABC. We need to find this angle we already have. We need to find these two angles. Now how do we get these two angles? Look at lines BC and DE. Can you see that they are parallel lines? Let's write that. So we can say BC is parallel to DE. And we have, if these two are parallel lines, we can take AB as the transversal. So these are parallel lines and AB is the transversal. Now we can apply the property of parallel lines cut by a transversal. Parallel lines, when they are cut by a transversal, there are many properties. Now look at this angle and this angle. These two angles in blue now become corresponding angles because these two parallel lines are cut by a transversal. And what do we know about corresponding angles? They are equal. So this is also 72 degrees. That means angle ADE is equal to angle ABC. So let's write that. Angle ADE is equal to angle ABC. C, and both they are equal to 72 degrees. So we have found this angle also. So now in angle ABC, these three angles in red will add up to 180 degrees. We already have 54 degrees here. Here we have 72. We can easily find out this angle here. So let's write that in triangle ABC. In triangle ABC, we can say that angle A plus angle B plus angle C is equal to 180 degrees. And how much is angle A? It is 54 degrees. Plus angle B is 72 degrees. Angle C, we are going to find out, so we'll leave it as angle C. This is equal to 180 degrees. So let's add up these two, 54 plus 72. So that is 126 degrees plus angle C is equal to 180 degrees. So now we can find angle C. Angle C is equal to 180 degrees minus 126 degrees. That means angle C is equal to 54 degrees. So we've got this angle also 54 degrees. Now we can find the value of angle X. Now let's find angle X. Now can you see this 54 degree at angle C and this whole thing make one complete circle? That means it's a complete angle which is equal to 360 degrees. So we can write that as angle C plus X is equal to 360 degrees. Now why is this so? Because they form a complete angle. And how much is angle C? It is 54 degrees. 54 degrees plus X is 360 degrees. So now we can find the value of X. X is equal to 360 degrees minus 54 degrees. And that is equal to 306 degrees. This is a final answer, and that is option 4, 306. We'll stop with that for now, children. In our next video, we will continue with the remaining questions. Thank you, children.